Have you ever heard that grief is not your enemy? And what if I told you that the pain you are trying so hard to avoid is actually helping you heal it? We live in a world that says be strong, don't cry, and move on. But you know what? Grief does not work like that. And in today's video, we are going to talk about what grief actually is, why is it so important, and what are the ways in which you can start your grieving process. What exactly is grief? Is it something to cry after you lose someone or something? Not really. Grief is the emotional response to losing someone or something important to us. It could happen after the death of a loved one, the end of a relationship, losing a job, moving away, or even after losing a dream that you once had. Grief can make you feel sad, numb, confused, exhausted. And sometimes what happens is that you feel all these emotions in a single day. And the important thing to remember here is grief is not a problem to fix or a weakness to hide. It is simply your heart and your mind adjusting to that loss. Now let's talk about why grief is important. See, some people, actually, many people try to avoid grieving because it hurts, it's natural. But grief has an very important purpose. Grief helps us to process what actually happened. It allows us to acknowledge that someone or something that we lost mattered deeply to us. Without grieving our pain that we are feeling right now, and we are ignoring that pain, if we are not grieving, that pain stays buried and it will later come as anxiety, emotional numbness, or even anger. Remember, grief is not a weakness, it is an important and necessary part of healing. Now the question comes is, how do we grieve in a healthy way? So first of all, just allow yourself to feel every single emotion. Don't rush into that, or and also don't compare yourself, your grieving process to the other person. Secondly, talk about your loss with someone you trust. Right? Because so many times what happen is, by sharing the things, the pain that you are feeling would reduce up to a large extent. Thirdly, take care of your body. That is the most important, right? Take care of your body in a way like eating healthy, having proper rest, and move gently. And finally, remember that healing does not mean forgetting. It is never meant like that. It just means that learning to live with that loss while continuing to live and to love. And grief is not opposite of love. It actually shows us, and it is a proof that love existed. Now, if you are struggling with your grief and don't know how to navigate your healing journey, remember, you don't have to do it alone.